I spent thousands of hours in Photoshop back when I was a web designer, and it's no surprise that some of the UX patterns I added to Genstyl are an influence and an homage to Photoshop itself. To help with organizing nodes in the layout, because there's no preview, there's just the icon and the display name of a node, I wanted to add color coding. So you can choose from one of the predefined colors, and then that color carries over to all the nested nodes within that parent node. And then you can also have the option to customize or override the parent inherited color, but this makes it a lot easier. Like, for example, I can choose the dividers to always be purple, and it just becomes a more familiar landscape to work with. Another UX pattern that comes from the old Photoshop days is the ability to double click to rename layers back then, but here nodes in the layout. So you can double click, edit, and then hit enter to confirm. It felt like a no-brainer for this purpose. In addition, I've experimented with grouping, although I don't find it as useful as groups were in Photoshop, since HTML and the nesting inherent behavior acts like grouping, but I did experiment with it, and then what you can do is wrap nodes in a group, or just add a new group, an empty group, and then you can nest other elements. It doesn't affect the layout in any way, it's just organizational, so it doesn't influence the output like the HTML structure. So do you think that would be enough for this type of work in terms of organizational features? If anything comes to mind, please leave a comment. I'd be quite interested to know and see if I can add more things to make our lives easier. Thank you.